Members of the Shiite Badr organization fighters gathered during a battle with Islamic State militants at the airport of Tal Afar west of Mosul, Iraq, November 20, 2016. Photo by Khalid El-Mousili. Reuters. Baghdad. Senior U.S. military leaders said Friday that Iraqi forces are largely set for their next major campaign against Islamic State extremists after closing out the wrenching 9-month battle to retake the city of Mosul. Lt. Gen. Stephen Townsend, the top U.S. commander in Iraq, said he sees the Iraqi assault on the shelled area of Tal Afar unfolding relatively soon. The upcoming fight follows weeks of Iraq regrouping troops and repairing equipment and weapons after recapturing Mosul in July. "I can't say that we replaced every single damaged or broken vehicle, a rifle, a machine gun," said Townsend, whose forces are aiding the Iraqi military. But, he insisted, they'll be ready enough. Tal Afar and the surrounding area is among the last pockets of shelled territory in Iraq after victory was declared in Mosul, the country's second-largest city. Tal Afar is west of Mosul and about 150 kilometers 93 miles east of the Syrian border. It sits along a major road that was a key supply route. Mosul took a heavy toll on Iraqi forces. As many as 1,400 troops were killed and more than 7,000 wounded, and the Iraqi military has proceeded methodically since its biggest success to date. Just 3 years ago, its soldiers were chased by the Islamic State group from much of the battlefield. "The last days of Mosul looked like Iwo Jima to me," Townsend told a small group of reporters. "In the end, it took bulldozers plowing ISIS fighters under the rubble," he recalled, using multiple different acronyms for the extremist group. Iraqi infantrymen advanced beside the bulldozers, shooting and throwing grenades at Daesh fighters popping up out of the rubble. Iraqi Humvees emerged shot up, their glass spiderwebbed with bullet marks and shrapnel, their weapons worn out or even destroyed. 224,778,224,775,224,775 Syrians try to salvage life from the wreckage of Raqqa, the outskirts of Raqqa. Amid death and destruction, there are signs of life and hope. Tens of thousands of Syrian families are living in rubble, forced to flee the grueling fight against the Islamic State in the militant group's de facto capital. Special correspondent Gail Zemick-Lemon and producer John Jerberg report on how Syrians are surviving and preparing for a future after ISIS. 201708160600 p.m. disabled 3,003,829,928 MNXCR9SZPZS in the week since much of the Iraqis' equipment has been repaired or replaced, said Gen. Joseph Vittel, America's top Middle East commander who spent the last few days in Iraq. "I think they are ready," Vittel told reporters Friday, echoing Townsend. "The key priority," he said, "is ensuring the Iraqis maintain momentum and have a good battle plan, and that the US-led coalition is prepared to support them." Vittel met with Iraqi military and political leaders in Baghdad and with Kurdish Peshmerga leaders in Erbil, in northern Iraq. He was ensuring U.S. military advisory teams are with the right local units to provide the best support, intelligence gathering, surveillance and advice. Iraqi military leaders said Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi has approved their combat plans. The fight will involve a broad spectrum of forces, including the Iraqi army, counter-terrorism troops, police and a group of mainly Shiite, Iranian-backed militias. The fight will start in the next few days, Iraqi Brig. Gen. Yahya Rasool told reporters. Speaking through an interpreter, he said officials believe there are between 1,400 and 1,600 IS militants in the Tal Afar area. Many are foreign fighters, he said. Rasool said the various Iraqi forces already have largely encircled Tal Afar. "I don't think it will be tougher than the Battle of Mosul, taking into consideration the experience we got in Mosul," he said. Townsend said the fight for Tal Afar will be a microcosm of Mosul, with parts easier and others equally difficult. "It's smaller and there are fewer bad guys," Townsend said. "But for the Iraqi security force member, a policeman or infantryman, a special forces soldier who's attacking, it won't be easier. He's going to be facing a determined ISIS fighter dug into Tal Afar, determined to fight to the death."